Hello everyone, welcome back to the WaterFall tutorial series. This is what we had last time, and this time we'll be making some mist effects. Okay, so we're going to go into the shading editor. So two things to do. First is you can notice that I have a gradient here, and it'll just come in handy when we actually make some water for it to fall into. How you do that is just copy these nodes when you pause the video, and then we're going to multiply it onto our original gradient. It works in the same way, so I won't go over that. Second thing is, I called this a driver node. I should not have called it that. It's not. It's keyframed. So what we are going to do is we're going to clear the keyframes, and we are going to go to the first frame. This doesn't really matter. We're going to write hashtag frame. Then this will actually have the frame that we're on. And notice it's going a lot faster, and that's because it's not going from 0 to 1, it's going from 0 to 250. And this way it'll be very generic. It will be the same in every project. And it's just really nice to have. Basically it's just making a Python thing and taking the exact frame. So we can just turn down our speed, divide whatever speed we have by about 250. So I think if we divide it by 100, it's alright. I had it a bit slow, so make it 0.1, and this one 0.05. I know, that's not nice. Let's do that. There we go. So now it'll be the same no matter how many frames we have, and it's actually a driver, so that's cool. Alright, so now for the smoke. What we're going to do is we're going to add in another plane, and we're going to press slash to go into local view, and we are going to switch our material to our waterfall material, and this is it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to make sure to press new material. Now what this is going to do is going to have our original waterfall material, and it's going to duplicate it basically, but make a new one that we can play around with, and it won't change our old one. And what we're going to do is we're going to change our noise textures from 3D to 4D. And what this is going to do is going to allow us to change the noise pattern by our slider here, and you'll have it on 0. So it's kind of hard to see, but because it moves so fast, but you can see the noise pattern will change as we move it. Okay, now what we're going to do to make it look like smoke and not water is we're going to turn down the roughness, and we're going to scale up the distortion just a bit on both of these. Oh, this one I must have already done it. But yeah, maybe about 3 on each one. One on the bottom one. And now once we go through our W, it'll look really nice. What we're going to do also is we're going to turn the roughness down, just to make it a little bit more. Maybe turn the scale down to 10 on this one. You can see it's starting to look a lot like smoke. And if we play it, we can see that it looks alright. So smoke also will go a lot slower, so maybe halve the speed. So yeah, we can see that it kind of looks like smoke, but it looks like it's just moving. It's not really changing, moving around like smoke would. I'm just making it a bit slower. So what we're going to do to fix that is we're going to use our driver here, and we're going to make another of our multiply, and we're going to make another value there. I'm just going to set to 0 for now, and then we're going to put our driver node into it, and this is going to go into the W node of our noise texture, W connector. So now not going to be any different, but if we turn this up 0.001, you can see that the noise is starting to move. If we turn that up more, just so we can see it, you can see it's getting kind of turbulent. And we can plug the same one into the bigger noise texture. So now we have something that looks somewhat like smoke. It's a bit fast, so let's turn that down. And we can also just turn the scale down. Both of these. Okay, so we have our somewhat smoke looking. We're just gonna turn this, we already have, we can move that down, and that'll just make look less gradient less strong, which is what we want in a misty kind of thing. Actually, I'm just gonna make it a little bit more turbulent. That's all up to you. So now what we can do is we're gonna go out of local view. We have our waterfall. We're gonna get our plane here, and we're gonna go into edit mode. We can move it. I guess it doesn't really matter. No, don't do that. Well, you can do that. We're gonna bring it up and rotate it like we did our waterfall, and we're just gonna move it forward a bit. And now, quite similar to our waterfall, we're going to scale it. We're going to scale it in both axes, I guess, and we're just going to duplicate it. A bunch of times, and we should end up with, no, we don't want to, just these. This, and we can go into local view. Oh, don't want just like the waterfall, just this. Go to local view, we have this. And what we're going to do is the same as before. We're going to go into edit mode in each one. UV editing, and so I can see which axis. Oh yeah, we're going to move it on the x-axis. Going to go out. Grab the next one, and I'm going to move it on the x-axis. And last one. And now I should have something that looks like this. And actually we can make it kind of squash because of the size of our plane. We can just move that up a bit until it's not as squashed. Same thing with this one, if you notice anything about that. So now we have our smoke tendrils. And if we go out of local mode, these pile, you can see we have a pretty nice looking mist on the ground. Now, if you look at pictures of waterfalls, you may notice that there isn't just mist coming from the bottom. There's also a lot of mist coming down from the top. So we're going to use the same materials. In fact, we can just duplicate the plane, and we're going to rotate it on the Y 180 degrees. Bring it up, rotate it on the Y just a bit to make it the same as our waterfall here. And now we have some coming from the top. And we can just duplicate that. And again. And then we need to go into edit mode for these. Or not edit mode, actually edit the UVs for these again. We go UV editing, grab one, bring it around, grab another one, move it around, and we should have something that looks like this. I think it's a big improvement. Alright, so thank you for watching this video, and I hope we'll see you in the next one, where we make the actual environment, the jungle. Okay, bye-bye.